Good evening, everyone. I, Drupta, on behalf of Nutrition Group of Sitara IIT Bombay, I'm welcoming all of you on today's event that is sharing highlights of World Breastfeeding Week campaign conducted by our group during 1st to 7th August 2020. To talk about this pledge very briefly, World Breastfeeding Week is celebrated every year during the first week of August since 1992 in memorial to the joint memorandum by WHO and UNICEF for the protection, promotion, support and encouragement of breastfeeding to improve health of young children. The World Alliance for Breastfeeding Action every year dedicates a new theme and slogan for celebrating the World Breastfeeding Week. And this year, it calls for support breastfeeding for a healthier planet. Different organizations throughout the world came forward to promote exclusive breastfeeding in the community. In India also, like other very reputed institutes and organizations, Nutrition Group in Center for Technology Alternatives for Rural Areas IIT Bombay took up a few activities in various aspects from technical deliberations to policy advocacy. Under the present pandemic situation across the nation and upcoming ARI possible seasonal surge in post-monsoon calendar in India, immunity blessings of mother's milk is highly important for our young children, and it is highly essential to reach to large spectrum of community from rural to urban with the breastfeeding promotional campaign at this hour. To keep that in mind, we brought a 7-day webinar to contests and showcasing myths and facts about breastfeeding available at our institutional webpage. Our activities included majorly three components: academic and technical deliberation, motivation of frontline health workforce, and community sensitization. Coming to the academic and technical deliberation, we are happy to share with you all that Nutrition Group published a policy brief along with a technical document in prior to the breastfeeding week to highlight the need for promoting exclusive breastfeeding and early initiation of it. These documents highlighted the physiological importance of colostrum feeding as the first immunity provider, effective and exclusive breastfeeding until 6 months of age as an immunity booster, which categorically emphasized its significance amid the present pandemic situation. To have more in-depth discussion around this issue, we conducted a 7-day webinar series with eminent speakers from various academic, clinical, counseling, and policy interests, such as breastfeeding for stronger immunity during COVID by Professor Satish B. Agnihotri, Professor Emeritus Sitara IITB, IMS Act countering the COVID-19 exploitation by the baby food companies by Dr. J.P. Dadaich, pediatrician and neonatologist from Breastfeeding Promotion Network of India, BPNI. Importance of counseling for effective young child feeding by Dr. Sylvia Fernandez Rao, Scientist D from National Institute of Nutrition. Different perspective on child's growth during breastfeeding period by Dr. Rupal Dalal, adjunct faculty from Sitara IITB. Maternal nutrition during breastfeeding by Dr. Prema Ramachandran, Director of Nutrition Foundation of India. Evidence from recent surveys and Ministry of Health and Family Welfare initiatives to promote breastfeeding by Dr. Seela Dev, Deputy Commissioner, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. And finally, role of CSOs in promoting breastfeeding by Ms. Meenakshi Singh and Ms. Vanita Datta, Nutrition Specialist from UNICEF Rajasthan. Every day, our webinar was enriched by the practical experiences shared by renowned clinicians, counselors, and frontline health working professionals, such as excellent presentation on breast crawl in managing the first hour of baby after birth by Dr. Tadu Jindal, relevant talk on challenges faced by nurses in breastfeeding counseling by Ms. Delphina, contemporary issue on not enough milk by Dr. Sunita Katayan, engorgement and proper hand expression technique by Dr. Prachi Shah, passionate speech by Dr. Manjubala Dash on counseling skills, important talk on managing the nighttime breastfeeds for newborns by Dr. Jayashree Jayakrishnan. Then we had significant points shared by Dr. Deepti Pargare on latching and holds, viewpoints on relactation by Tanima Singhal, points to ponder for the management of low birth weight babies by Dr. Umesh Khurana. Thus, we covered a wide spectrum of issues regarding breastfeeding and its practicality. At this juncture, we would like to express our heartfelt thanks to Hangla Heschel, our social media partner, to disseminate this campaign and related discussions to about 37,619 people through their social media platform. Warm thank to our social media partner to work jointly with us on this page and to take us to such a huge audience. We conducted contest on Right Whole Counseling Challenge targeting frontline health professionals to stimulate the importance of active counseling among them. We are delighted to receive 36 participations in this category, and towards the end of today's program, a special mention will be made for those receiving Certificate of Appreciation and Excellence. To make the World Breastfeeding Week campaign successful and effective, community sensitization is essential and crucial. To aim to disseminate the message and to stimulate the breastfeeding practice along with positioning the baby in proper way for successful breastfeeding, we conducted a contest on Right Whole Challenge targeting expecting and nursing mothers. We are overwhelmed to receive a wide contribution in the contest and voluntary participation with posters, slogans, jingles, and street play. While announcing for the contest, simultaneously we provided the guideline on right technique along with the call for the contest. In this regard, we would like to take pride to present a brief note about our spoken tutorial videos developed at IIT Bombay with guidance of Professor Kannan and Dr. Rupal Dalal and the entire team. This activity is financially assisted by MHRD. Videos on proper breastfeeding techniques are available in 15 regional Indian languages and 4 international languages. We also present breastfeeding tutorial under the COVID circumstances in align with ICMR and WHO guideline. This spoken tutorial has helped us and the community to know about the proper techniques, and it helped us to reach a larger spectrum of the community. Various print media like We Can, Asia Moy of Times Group, Hangla Heschel, the International Food Magazine in Bangla, and the scientific society like Nutrition Society of India also provided us window of disseminating the critical points regarding breastfeeding. We are grateful to all the academic societies and media to walk with us on this pledge and give us opportunity to voice the call for campaign at this critical hour of need to promote exclusive breastfeeding. Now, while talking about promoting exclusive breastfeeding, we always tend to talk about women-centric activities, but it is highly essential to integrate manpower into any such goal. Story of Mr. Kailash, documented by one of our ex-IIT students, Mr. Rajesh, bridged that link, where Kailash taught and supported his wife on IYCF, handholded by our team led by Dr. Rupal. Another manpower to mention in this regard is Shadhangshu, who being a computer engineer from Sitara took up an interesting initiative to counsel mothers on breastfeeding and nutrition through online network of Mothers Club. We congratulate them and we hope these experiences will motivate many men down the line to support their better halves and women in their community. To support the individual initiative and activities, policymaker and concerned authorities also contribute to make any campaign successful. So policy perspective and guideline declaration by Ministry of Health and Family Welfare as well as National Dairy Development Board has put their horsepower energy into the initiative. This remains a very brief outline of the highlights of the campaign by Nutrition Group of Sitara. Now we have reached to the felicitation part of today's event. We are delighted to have Dr. Sheila Veer as chief guest to felicitate the participants. Welcome you, ma'am, at our special event. I would like to introduce Dr. Veer to everyone. Dr. Sheila Veer is a senior public health nutrition consultant and the founder director of a Delhi-based professional agency named Public Health Nutrition and Development Center, New Delhi. Dr. Veer has over 35 years experience of working in the field of nutrition program and was with UNICEF for over 20 years, where she worked closely with the central and state governments. and provided strategic and technical leadership for policy formulation and implementation of nutrition programs in India and the state of Uttar Pradesh. Dr. Veer is a recipient of the Commonwealth Vandenberg Award, Srikantiya Memorial Lecture Award 2013 of the Nutrition Society of India, and the Kamal Puri Shavarwal Oration Award, University of Delhi 2015. Dr. Veer has over 80 publications in reputed journals and books, and is the editor of book entitled Public Health Nutrition in Developing Countries, which is a textbook for many of us who study nutrition. We'd like to hear from you, ma'am, very briefly about the campaign and your views on our efforts.
Thank you, the team, for inviting me for this great occasion of the stock taking webinar, as you call me. But I think it is only stock taking of your events, but moving forward with much more zeal and enthusiasm, as I can see when I see the events that have gone through. And I think what is most important is a lot of technicalities have been, the practices have been focused on. And even a smaller thing, which to us, to me, always the field level, the problem even today is milk is not adequate. Latching is something they never even thought of. But milk in being not enough is something we always hear. And I think these discussions, and here the discussions led by a lot of men participants, I think will make a difference. Because I think once men come in picture who are decision makers in many families, I can also influence the influencers who are around and who don't let the breastfeeding practice continue. I think these are some of, and when I look at the details of the various subject themes covered, it moves from really practical problems to policy issues to legal acts. All were covered in your webinar, which was very well done in the 7-day webinar, followed by entries, etc. Am I visible to you? Because for me, I don't see anything, unlike other webinars.
Yes, ma'am, you are visible and nicely audible.
Okay, I'm glad. So I think without wasting much time, I would like to go ahead with the today's events, which is to welcome the persons who really contributed and made an excellent contribution. Also participation, which was done with such zeal that we need to recognize them. And I think the team is getting larger and larger, and that's what makes it more exciting. And I would like to hear some of the presentations and some of the award winners so that we can move ahead with it.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your appreciation and motivation.
One hour event, I don't think we should waste more time on this. Yeah.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you so much to join us and to show your support and to motivate us to walk on the pledge. So here at this point, we are very thankful to our jury members to agree to judge and motivate our participants. A warm welcome to our jury members to the felicitation program, Dr. Ketan, Dr. Rupal Dalal, and Professor Satish Agnihotri. I'd like to give a very brief introduction about them. Dr. Ketan is a consultant pediatrician in Masoom Children's Hospital and Neoplas ICU for Children, Surat. He is president, infant and young child feeding chapter of Indian Academy of Pediatrics. He is president in Human Milk Banking Association. Welcome you, sir. Dr. Rupal Dalal is an adjunct faculty at Sitara IITB. She is pediatrician. She works in the area of maternal, infant, and young nutrition, importance of correct breastfeeding techniques, behavior change of caregivers through counseling and training. Welcome you, ma'am. Professor Satish Agnihotri is an emeritus professor at Sitara IIT Bombay. He has been career bureaucrat for Government of India and State Government of Orissa under several capacities. His work interest lies in child malnutrition, technology scale-up for rural development, and use of mapping techniques in planning and public policy. Welcome you, sir. After Dr. Veer felicitated the participants with certificate of appreciation and certificate of excellence, we will hear expert comments from all of the jury members. Now the prime time has come to announce the certificate of appreciation and certificate of excellence, where all other participants will receive certificate of participation as well. Everyone will receive certificates digitally. Now I would like to request Dr. Sheila Veer to felicitate congratulate the participants. We will present their name along with their presentations. Let's have a big round of applause for all the participants.
A very good evening to all. At the outset, I am very thankful to IIT Mumbai's Nutrition Group for organizing this very nice contest. I am thankful to Dr. Rupal and Professor Agnihotri and Madam Sheila. You are very right that when you pointed out that many years back the awareness was different and different types of people were very few people were involved in promoting breastfeeding. Let me tell you that out of last 30 years of active promotion of breastfeeding, my own journey, I had been doing many contests every year since 2006 when there was first PowerPoint presentation contest I organized. This is one of the best contests that I have seen as a jury, and it has been very difficult sorting out the entries, all the posters and videos and even jingles, and it was very interesting. And I'm very happy that now people, there is a lot of awareness in non-medical groups. And there is a lot of awareness on techniques of breastfeeding, and I really congratulate the nutrition group of IITB for coming out with this concept of right hold challenge. And this is a very unique contest theme, and they have really struck the chord of successful and effective breastfeeding. Once people they know how to go for effective hold and position and latch, then the many problems in the breastfeeding success they will be solved by themselves. Coming to the same principle that we would be very keen on getting successful breastfeeding throughout our nation and throughout the world. So, as Dr. Rupal has requested me that please tell something on what should be done on effective breastfeeding or rather a successful breastfeeding world over, I would like to tell something that there are three main components. First is early breastfeeding. Second is effective breastfeeding. And third is exclusive breastfeeding. That is triple E breastfeeding concept is there. We all know that breastfeeding is the key to sustainable developmental goals. So everybody in the society is going to be benefited by it. And the primary goal of SDGs would are that we have to we can remove poverty, we can have good health of everybody, and this planet can be a healthier planet to live in. And this can be achieved by improving the breastfeeding rates. Now, if success has to come in breastfeeding rates, we have to concentrate on all these three aspects of breastfeeding. Now, we all know about exclusive breastfeeding. A lot of talk has been there world over. But now let us concentrate on two main things: the early initiation and effective breastfeeding. Early breastfeeding, or rather early initiation of breastfeeding, is also known as EIBF in short. And this means that all children after birth should be initiated with breastfeeding within the first hour of life. Remember, first hour of life. And what does it mean? It really means that right on the operation table, also in cesareans, the breastfeeding should be started within the first hour. Not only in all vaginal deliveries. All deliveries cesarean or vaginal, except for very rare cases of the mother being very serious and has to be shifted to ICU or some such condition is there. Otherwise, all children can be breastfed within first hour of life. That everybody should know. Even before cutting the cord, in vaginal delivery, before cutting the cord, the bachu can be put on the breast of the naked breast of the mother without any clothing in between the child and the mother. And that too also before cleaning anything. That is also important. That we make the child initiate the breastfeeding very early before the amniotic fluid gets dried off on the hands and up to elbows of the child, and the child can be directly put on the breast for breast crawl. And this is very, very important. This first contact is very important for colonization of maternal bacteria over the child. That is, the friendly bacteria of the mother, they get colonized in the child so that the sterile environment of the child doesn't get colonized by the pathogenic organisms or non-specific, all other organisms of the environment. And this is very important in reducing the allergic problems in future also, and also reducing the infection rates in the newborn period. Again, this early initiation stabilizes the heart rate and respiratory rate both of the mother and the child. It reduces the stress of the delivery, and it is a boon for prematures for thermal regulation. It is a very interesting fact that the temperature, the local temperature of the breast, it increases by 0.5 degrees centigrade within 2 minutes. The baby is on the breast. So this is very, very important observation of science. And again, with this, you can give very early colostrum advantage to the child, and it prevents the hypoglycemia, which is the culprit of so many neurological problems later in the life. And this is very important so far as breastfeeding is concerned. Now, with this early initiation techniques, what is the advantage? The advantage is that more than half of such children will have lesser mortality and morbidity. This was studied in many large trials in India, Ghana, Nepal, and Tanzania, and it showed that 44% lower risk of neonatal mortality was there in children who had been initiated with breastfeeding so early. But then, what is the current status? See, in India, we'll talk about India. About total 1.2 million children below 5 years, they die every year, and out of them 58% is contributed by neonatal mortality, and India is amongst the highest neonatal mortality countries in the world. And this exclusive breastfeeding, by reducing the neonatal mortality, is a very high impact intervention. This is an intervention in neonatal survival that everybody is looking to. But the current rates of exclusive breastfeeding are almost 50% of what is expected. See, what is expected is that our targets are to achieve more than 90% of initial breastfeeding rates. And current rates are about 44.6 or 45%. But then a good news is that it has improved to about 1.8 times as compared to before a decade. And especially in 7 states with very high mortality, it has improved even more after so many interventions. And these interventions, I will tell you, are how we can increase the early breastfeeding rates. This has increased by increasing the institutional deliveries, the hospital deliveries, and increasing hospital deliveries and training of all the people in the labor room or in the OT or in the maternal and child care in this capacity building, and has improved these rates. But still there is a lot of room for improvement. What we see is that we have achieved institutional delivery, or rather deliveries attended by skilled birth attendants, to up to 80%. But among these deliveries, only 50% of children, they are getting early initiation of breastfeeding. So we can improve it more and more. And in cesareans also, the early initiation is very less. We can improve it more. So with early initiation, I think we all can help. And because you all are not medicos over here, but by knowing all these facts and by propagating all these facts, you can create an environment friendly towards early initiation of breastfeeding. Now I will not take much time because this is contest, and I will just go to the next point that was stressed by Dr. Rupal, is effective breastfeeding. Friends, effective breastfeeding means ultimately the breastfeeding is established in a natural and a progressive way so that the child and mother both are healthy and comfortable by meeting all the demands. This is effective breastfeeding. But how is it possible? Effective breastfeeding is possible only with the help of skilled support. We all know that neonates, they are born from the womb with an inherent skill of feeding. They need not be taught. But all the mothers, they need to be taught about breastfeeding. This is very important. And that is the premise that is being given by WHO, that we should support breastfeeding. Support, and support. Now, what does it mean? We have to support at individual level, the mother and the family. Right from antenatal period, where you should stress upon the benefits of breastfeeding, about timings of initiation of the breastfeeding, the proper position, proper latch, the myths. You have to repel the myths and give the facts on breastfeeding, and you have to revive the supporting system by proper identification of the healthcare staff and their instructions and everything, and you have to ultimately give a lot of confidence to the whole family in supporting the breastfeeding. And ultimately you have to also highlight the problems of not breastfeeding, and the disadvantages of bottle feeding and formula feeding should be the part of routine antenatal counseling as well as individual counseling. So I think in near future, next contest, I would like to give such themes for counseling in the breastfeeding. That is very important. That is the key to the success. And just in the labor room and after the delivery till successful establishment and maintenance of breastfeeding is started, active support is needed. Support in first 3 days, skilled support is the crucial key to the successful breastfeeding. And then also later problems also need support also. So all mothers, even it may be primary, that is first timer mothers, or second or third timers, they need support. I will tell you that even it has been seen that exclusive breastfeeding rates are lower in higher order births. It means that the mothers who are second, third timers also need support in exclusive breastfeeding. So effective breastfeeding is most important. And in the effective breastfeeding, as I always quote Dr. Rupal for her very enthusiastic approach to cross-cradle hold and the asymmetrical latch. And that is very, very helpful. And now she's coming up with newer data on the success of this hold in giving a very good nutritional start to these newborns in the early life. So that is effective breastfeeding. And how do we judge effective breastfeeding? We judge effective breastfeeding by proper growth of the child, proper health of the child, and also happiness of the mother and health of the mother. So that is a complete breastfeeding outcome. So for effective exclusive breastfeeding, you all know that you don't have to give anything except breastfeeding for first 6 months of life, and this advice is for full-term healthy newborns, remember. But for certain babies, you may have exceptions. For term babies, healthy babies, you have exceptions of giving certain medicines or vitamins supplements. They can be given during exclusive breastfeeding definition. But then all the
Thank you, Dr.
pre-lacteals are
Kirtan.
discouraged. Yeah. I'm just coming to the end. You have to discourage all the pre-lacteals. And with this, I congratulate all the participants and especially the nutrition group of IITB for holding such a excellent contest. And I wish that, and I also wish success in future also for coming up with more and more constructive things that they are doing in terms of tutorials and building videos and all. I congratulate you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Ketan. Now we will hear from Dr. Rupal Dalal for her very brief remarks. Then we'll hear Dr. Sheila Veer, our chief guest. Dr. Rupal, please.
Actually, thank you, Dr. Sheila Veer, and thank you, Dr. Ketan, for coming to this occasion. I really appreciate it. I would also like to thank Professor Agnihotri for bringing breastfeeding on the table at IIT Bombay. Really, we had never heard of having so much discussion on maternal and infant young child nutrition in such a a renowned institution. Just one thing I would like to say, because we are running out of time, so I don't want to spend too much time talking, because I think Dr. Ketan has already mentioned everything. I would discuss about just the effectiveness, because if you have early is absolutely important, there is no doubt about it, but effectiveness is very important. And just focus on those few points that we have shown in our health spoken tutorial, or 45 points. Very easy to know. PH has done excellent work, and a lot of Anganwadi workers have done really good work. I want to show just one video for a minute, because it's a milestone for us. So I'm going to share this just a 1 minute video. Okay, so this is now the first
tutorial in abun ikuwa ante to katla ghadiya sahi buchu anu tarika ga wapartada buchu anu sutu ante tayari da cross cradle paddhati baren pura mahiti हो नाका आपण सुरुवात द्यावा दुनिया टलन सबै आंटी को याचा कतड्या को के.
So this is our very first tribal language tutorial. Today, basically they just sent us today, and we kind of merged on a high definition, high resolution video, and this is just a beginning. So today, this is the Korku language, which is spoken in some areas of Melghat. We also have now Saitli and also Bhili language. So we will basically conquer whole of India when it comes to breastfeeding technique. And these videos are not only on just breastfeeding technique, but the full maternal and infant young child nutrition. So kindly go through each and every video. Those are self-taught, and it's like, I'm sure that we have a lot of youngsters and they do it, they say DIY, right? DIY, do it yourself, or do DIY. So these are all DIY videos, and those are life skills actually. So please go ahead and, okay, Dripta, I'm done. And thank you so much once again.
Thank you, Dr. Rupal. Now I would request Dr. Sheila Veer to share your comments and feedback and remarks with us. Ma'am, please welcome.
Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am, we can hear you.
Yeah. Congratulations to the presenters, and I in fact enjoyed watching all the various categories: slogans, photos, posters, videos. And what was interesting is the different, of course, the thought process in posters could be seen from a comic strip presentation to a blossoming flower. And right holding, and the photos were excellent also. I think what a wonderful participation I thought of young people, because I saw many of them were not mothers, they were young nurses. Some, and if such new generation, our generation, young generation takes so much interest, which is motivated by this, spearheaded by IIT team, I think it's wonderful, because our future is bright, it seems then, because we'll disseminate more effectively. What is important, I think, when I looked at the videos, besides the positioning, that various dimensions were also evident with reference to hygiene practices, besides holding right, and also feeding, right position of sitting, sitting comfortably, problem of feeding in COVID-19. I think various dimensions were covered. I think the field problem that I normally see in my life is even, I think I'm sitting here with my grandchildren around, and when I talk to her, talk to people around working in the house, they always say, नहीं नहीं दूध नहीं दे सकते, दूध पूरा नहीं पड़ता है, वो बंद हो जाता है, मैंने तो ये दिया. The housekeeper was trying to convince me. I didn't know what to say to her, though I tried my best. I thought, why was I failing doing everything? But I think somewhere, I think this problem of the milk is not enough is so much in the second generation, or my generation or generation next to me. I think somewhere, while with this excellent videos, we would have mentioned that these are the problems which will be overcome. The effectiveness, if one line was mentioned along with the proper holding, it would be excellent. And I'm sure your videos which you have produced will take all this into consideration. But I congratulate the team, and I thank you all for giving me this opportunity to see these wonderful presentations. And I'm sure all the young people will contribute enormously in taking the message nationally, in urban areas, in high socioeconomic group, low socioeconomic group, and also make sure these techniques are introduced in the antenatal centers itself, so that we don't have this gap that we see in the institutional delivery, percentage coverage, and early initiation of breastfeeding. With this, I thank you all for giving me this opportunity to be a part of you all and be a participant also. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for being with us. Your guidance will motivate us to work further. Thank you so much to be with us, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now we'd like to hear from Professor Delphina, who contributed a lot through her Lactathon group. Ma'am, can you please unmute yourself and share very briefly your remarks with us?
Thank you so much, Team IIT. I'm actually driving, I'm sorry, but yet I would like to congratulate your team that you gave us the opportunity to be a part, and I'm very, very overwhelmed and thankful and grateful that our team was considered a part of your such a big campaign, and we will really work towards progress for breastfeeding, bringing an optimal rate in breastfeeding. And I wish to have this collaboration with you all and Poshan Group and Dr. Rupal, who was actually the mediator in all this. So I feel that the network should go on increasing, and we will definitely witness one day where the breastfeeding rate will be topped so much that no kids will have problems, and they will definitely be healthier citizens for our country. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your active participation, your team, your network, for active participation in the campaign, and as well as we'd like to congratulate with all of your efforts. Keep it up. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'd like to request Shashmita to share her views with us. She is one of the winners of the Certificate of Excellence. So can you please unmute yourself and share your views very briefly? Shashmita?
Hello.
Hello, Shashmita.
Hello, ma'am. Hello, ma'am. Good afternoon to everybody. Actually, it is a very wonderful experience. And my principal, at the same time, my colleagues, they have supported me to complete this video. And it is very good experience of mine. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Shashmita. Congratulations for the award. And a warm thank you for your efforts and your active participation. We can see you are in a job. Please take care of yourself. Thank you so much. Can you can we now hear from Agilda, who has raised hand? Very briefly.
Hello.
Hello, welcome Agilda.
Yeah. Good evening, everyone. I just want to thank to the organizer who had put up an event for this. Because of that, we all participated able to show up our talents, and I came. Everybody had done very well about this, and also want to thank my teachers and my principals who had supported us to come up with this. And also, I want to thank the great speakers which had given us so much of knowledge which helped us to make the posters also. I want to thank everyone. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thanks to all the audiences to be with us throughout the entire week and as well as at the felicitation program. Thanks to each and everyone. Now we really have reached to the end of the program. Now I would like to request Professor Agnihotri to share his views and comments and also vote of thanks. Thank you, sir. Please join.
Yeah, thank you, Dipta. I hope I'm audible.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'll be very brief. See, we were not intending to get into this breastfeeding campaign as a very general campaign because it happens every year and there are better organizations doing it. We were mainly driven by the immunity connection. And this year, 2020, World Breastfeeding Week, was important because if we had given this message in 2019, everybody would have laughed at us. If we had raised this concern in 2021, people would have said, "Ye purani baat ho gayi." So this was the week where this message was required to go. So therefore, our policy brief. I'm very happy to inform you that this was something which got appreciated in the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. Interestingly, an organization like NDDB, I think none of us would have expected NDDB to push for this immunity connection between colostrum and mother's milk and the child's immunity. We have an interesting response from 2-3 other state governments where they said that they will not crowd their work with this particular week, but they are planning to do almost a year-long campaign on this theme. So I think that is something which is very gratifying. Second interesting point which emerged, and we were very encouraged when today Dr. Shelavir also mentioned, and Additional Commissioner Health and Family Welfare, she also said that if you have videos in different Indian languages, we would definitely like to take a look at it. So I think the immunity connection was the one part, the pedagogy was the other part, so we can directly reach to the mother. आजकल डायरेक्ट बेनिफिट ट्रांसफर की बात होती है ना, डायरेक्ट टू होम टेलीविजन भी जाता है. सो आई थिंक वी मस्ट टेक द नॉलेज directly to the mother and in various Indian languages. And we felt very encouraged when Jharkhand State Nutrition Mission Chief told us that हमें संथाली में वीडियो दे दीजिए. But then he also said in addition कि हमारी जो बॉर्डर है बंगाल से और उड़ीसा से, आप हमको बंगाली वीडियोस भी दे दीजिए, आप हमको उड़िया वीडियोस भी दे दीजिए. I think that, so these 3 points, the immunity connection, the teaching pedagogy, and going to Indian languages to the mother, I think these were the 3 important points of this particular campaign. I once again reiterate that IIT Bombay doesn't have the bandwidth or the expertise to do the general breastfeeding campaign, but we can be part of that supply chain, which makes the whole message very effective. And I'm very encouraged by participation of Dr. Ketan, because I think it's the Association of Pediatricians, if they take up these things in a larger way for reaching the people, but they will also say कि साहब मेरे पास interest है, लेकिन अब मैं कहाँ संथाली में वीडियो बनाता बैठूं. Or they may say कि ठीक है, someone sitting in Nandurbar will say कि the mother knows Bhili, तो मुझे आप Bhili में video बना के दीजिए. That kind of support we are prepared to provide. What we will also do it is this videos, posters, jingles, etc. We will definitely be putting them in our website. We'll also keep inviting people to do this because Digvijay has shared with me a WhatsApp message. I'll just quote a very small portion of it. In Kolhapur, Shirur Taluka, the Anganwadi supervisor and the Anganwadi worker, Jayashri Mari and Vaishali Dhekle, they made a number of ukhanas. Now, ukhanas are these couplets. I'll just recite one and try to do a quick Hindi translation. It says, Darat hoti tulas, tila ghalte pani, जी माता योग्य स्तनपान करेल बाळाला तीच खरी हिरकणी. तो हिंदी में ये रफली ऐसा होगा कि आंगन में थी तुलसी जिसको डालो हर पल पानी, बच्चे को सही स्तनपान कराए वो माँ हीरे की कनी. And I think what you would realize here is that it is easier to translate a theme from Indian languages to Indian languages. So I personally feel that these kind of efforts need to be encouraged. There's a lot of talent available in a decentralized mode, and we should be able to reach the mother and the field level functionaries. And that is something which we'll now try to do in rest of the time. So I again repeat the same share which I had started on the first day, which said कि मैं अकेला ही चला था जानिबे मंजिल मगर, that I started as a loner towards the destination. लोग मिलते गए, कारवां बढ़ता गया. So ये इतने सारे जो लोग मिले हैं और ये कारवां बढ़ा, this is really gratifying. My last point is the jury felt that with all this competition it was fine, but it also shows a huge need for training. And in that we will seek the support of say Association of Pediatricians, BPNI, experts like Dr. Shailaveer. कि कंटेंट और वीडियोस वगैरह हम प्रोवाइड कर देंगे, बट वी विल नीड व्हीकल फॉर टेकिंग दिस टू द masses. And I hope what the small seed which we have sown today will grow into a big tree, and we should probably have a day in near future when we should not have this kind of individual competition. We should have a competition that which district is 100% early breastfeeding, which district is 100% exclusive breastfeeding. उनका award का जब competition होगा, I think we would have, as they say in Hindi, फिर पैसा वसूल. So with that, I will not prolong further. I think we are already overrun in terms of time. I must thank all the participants. I must thank all the experts who made their presentation. The 7-day webinar series was really very rich. And I also thank Dr. Ketan. I also thank Dr. Shailaveer. And I think students, chota sa warning ki your troubles have not ended today. They have actually begun. So on that optimistic note, I will close. And over to Dipta. Yes, Dipta, over to you.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir, for your remarks. I would like to thank all of you. At the end of the campaign, I hope it's not the end, just the beginning or in the midway, because we have to be successful in our goal to make more and more mothers practicing exclusive breastfeeding and the early initiation of breastfeeding. Thank you all. Let's work together to this call on support breastfeeding for a healthier planet throughout this year. Keep looking at our institutional webpage and Facebook page to know more about the upcoming events and activities by our group. Stay safe, be happy, maintain good hygiene practice, keep promoting exclusive breastfeeding in every capabilities to your friend. Follow healthy diet, good nutrition. Good night and take care.
And thank you, Dripta, for excellent comparing. I think that was something which all of us must say. And therefore, a round of applause for Dipta on the reactions side. So let us clap.
Thank you so much.
And all these sessions will be available on our website. So please see it at your leisure. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. I would like to extend the credit to the entire team working so hard from the backbone to front. Each and every people of our nutrition group deserves a very wide round of applause. Thank you, everyone.